Mr. President, I also want to speak today to recognize the tremendous and selfless service of America's veterans. This week, Congress honored American fighter aces, the 1,447 military pilots who have earned the special distinction of destroying 5 or more hostile aircraft in air-to-air combat by awarding them the Congressional Gold Medal. Of these distinguished aviators, 10 hailed from South Dakota. While they're no longer with us today, their heroism and valor have not only built the foundation of the modern air superiority that our armed forces employ today, but have shaped who we are as South Dakotans and Americans. Becoming an ace was no easy feat. In the First World War, the pioneers of dogfighting faced perilous situations in wood and canvas biplanes that had limited ranges and could barely top 100 miles an hour. Still, these innovators refined the still adolescent technology of flight and forever changed the nature of modern war. Decades later, American pilots proved invaluable in turning the tide of the Second World War. Fighters flew attack and bomber escort sorties over Europe and attack and fleet protection missions in the Pacific. Just 2 weeks ago, when America and the world celebrated the 70th anniversary of VE Day, 56 World War II-era aircraft in various formations flew over the National World War II Memorial, the National Mall, and the U.S. Capitol in an impressive display of the air power that helped secure victory for the Allies. The aerial parade included an F-6F Hellcat, which one of my heroes, my dad, Harold, flew off the USS Intrepid in the Pacific Theater. While my dad was one aerial victory short of achieving ace, his squadron mate and fellow South Dakotan, the late Captain Cecil Harris, racked up 24 victories. Harris, a farm boy from Presbard, South Dakota, ended the war as the second highest Navy ace. South Dakota also produced the second highest ace in the Marine Corps during World War II, Medal of Honor recipient Joe Foss. Foss earned the title of ace in just 1 week in 1942 on his way to a total of 26 air victories. Foss's service and leadership continued after the war. He helped organize South Dakota's Air Guard Unit. He was recalled to active duty in the Korean War. He went on to serve 2 terms as South Dakota's governor and even as the first commissioner of the American Football League. Our airport back in Sioux Falls, Foss's hometown, is home to South Dakota Air National Guard's 114th Fighter Wing and is appropriately named Joe Foss Field. South Dakota is also proud and grateful for the service of our other 8 aces. Clarence Johnson from Aberdeen, who was killed in action over Holland in 1944. Robert Graham from Beersford. Robert Butke from Lemon. Leroy Grosshish from Menno. Leslie Clark from Mitchell. Arthur Johnson Jr. from New Effington. Gene Markham from Turton. And Robert Duke Hedman from Webster, who achieved ace in a single day over Burma on Christmas Day in 1941. When you come from rural America, it can be hard sometimes to see how one might fit into the larger scheme of global events, let alone the defining moments in our history. Yet when the world erupted in chaos during the Second World War, these were 10 South Dakotans in the thick of it. And these are but 10 heroic examples of the dedicated selflessness South Dakotans have shown in conflicts past and present. Mr. President, South Dakotans have always punched above their weight when it comes to military service. As the age of jets arrived and the capabilities of aerial firepower and defense systems increased, the title of ace became even more elusive. Still, on Wednesday, we celebrated the 40 American aces from the Korean War, as well as 2 pilots and 3 weapons systems officers from the Vietnam War. The maturation of our air combat capabilities, from the origins of aerial combat and biplanes to the sophisticated airframes and advanced weapon systems on which we rely today, rests heavily upon the courage of American fighter aces. These aviators represent the best of our American armed forces and helped shape history with their courage. Mr. President, as we reflect on the gallant service of America's fighter aces, may we also remember all of those who answered the call to serve, all of those who supported the effort on the home front, those who made the ultimate sacrifice. This Memorial Day, as a free and grateful nation, may we remember those who have fought and died for this country.